plant people. So for today's video, I'm going to be going over 5 things that you should buy or get in order to prepare for the winter months. Especially with all of your house plants, it's really important to make sure that you're prepared for that so that they can make it through the season. So I understand that you're not going to be able to buy all 5 of these things. Not even I can buy all of them. So I will have 5 things that you can buy and then cheaper alternatives for that are practically free. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the video. So one thing that you can buy to prepare for the winter season is grow lights. As you know, when winter approaches, it tends to be more cloudy. The sun just really isn't coming in the windows as much as it used to, and the plants are not getting as much light as they're used to, which this is okay because plants are used to going through this kind of dormant stage. However, having a grow light will definitely help keep them a little bit more healthy and help push out some more growth. These are my current grow lights. It has 3 different modes on it. So it has a mode for when it is in the vegetative state, if it's flowering, and then it has one where it's in between. So there's like a purple, a blue, and then a red. However, I keep it on the purple because that's kind of like the in-between stage. And I will link this in my description below. I just got it off of Amazon. And I got one of the cheaper options and it works wonderful. So this is a good grow light to have during that time. However, if you do not have the resources to get a grow light, simply just move your plants closer to a light source. Also, this isn't one of my tips along with the 5, but if you can get a little fan, some circulation would be nice as well because things tend to be a bit more stale in the winter months. However, turning on a fan will also work just as fine to add circulation in the room. The next thing you can buy is a humidifier, and I have owned one of those before. However, when I was moving, I did have to, actually I'm pretty sure I donated it, so I do not currently have one. In the winter months, humidity is definitely at an all-time low compared to summer and spring. And certain plants like philodendrons and pothos or orchids, plants like that, they like a little bit more humidity. So having that humidifier will help increase that in your home. However, if you do not have the resources to get a humidifier, bowls of water around the room will work just as fine. You'll have to make sure that you are refilling them, but that does add some humidity to the room as well. And if you have room in your bathroom, you can also put a few plants in there so that it can get humidity when you are taking a shower. Another thing you can buy is a heat mat. When winter approaches, the windows tend to get a little bit colder, so you probably want to take your plants back from that. However, your whole room can get a little bit colder, so having some heat mats to place underneath your pots, that will still help stimulate growth during the winter months. However, if you do not have a heat mat, I do not, you can close off a specific room of your home and open up the vents a little bit more so that way it can be a little bit warmer in that specific room. However, like I said earlier, plants don't necessarily really need that because they are used to cold periods. As long as they're inside your home and not outside in the freezing weather, then they should be okay. The next thing you can buy is a shelf or maybe a cart that can roll around. Right now, I don't have a lot of plants that are outside. However, I wish I did. I wish I had succulents, and I wish I had like a huge succulent collection and stuff, but I don't. But if I did, I would have to bring that inside in the winter time. So you're going to need to put that somewhere. So having a shelf or a designated cart that you can put it on, that would be very helpful in the winter time. And along with the cart, if it's rolling, that way you can rotate it so that it's getting sun on all sides. But if you do not have an extra cart or a shelf, you can just place them around your home. Take advantage of different spaces in your home. You have your tables, your windowsills, maybe a TV stand, areas by your couch, in your living room. So there's different places that you can put those plants, or you can simply just put them on the floor. That's fine too. So you don't have to have that, but it would be helpful when the wintertime approaches. And then my last and final tip is to have a water meter. This one is actually pretty cool because it has 3 different detectors on there. So there is the water part, and it also shows if it's getting enough light, and it also has a pH balance detector as well. So that's pretty cool. And these things go for like $10 at like local big box stores. I don't really use this that much in the summertime. However, in the wintertime, it is a little bit more helpful to know if your plant is still pretty wet at the bottom of the pot. But if you don't have one of these, then use your finger. Just dip your finger in there, and if it is wet, then your plant doesn't need to get watered. And also, if it is a really big pot, such as like a monstera or something, and the top layer might be a little dry but the bottom could still be wet, you could take like a knife, perhaps a stick, and kind of, you know, put it all the way down into the soil. And if the bottom of that knife or stick is super wet, then you'll know that there's still water down there. Those are the 5 things that you can buy to go ahead and prepare for this winter season. Winter will not come here for probably another few months or so, but I know in other states the case is different. If you liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to. I do post twice a week. If you'd like to comment anything down below, I hope that everyone is having a wonderful day/week, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.